The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. And now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Right to the air, it's Mayfield. That's caught. Trey Palmer. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Regular. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
Run.
They'll run here with Kamara. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Now here's second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And now it's third and goal.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
McLaughlin,
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. They get 24 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Here's a run going left. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That is caught. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming at it?
And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Baker to throw. There's Evans. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack. A touchdown apiece. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the right side here, pass is caught. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Mayfield. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Believe it or not, Mike, there are quarterbacks in the league that would rather take a sack than throw a ball away. Remember, that affects their completion percentage. So kudos to him for not being selfish, and I promise you that offensive line, they're taking note.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Minnesota. Throwing again is McCarthy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now a run on first down. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. To throw, it's McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On second down, here's McCarthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. McCarthy to the air on second down. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings are on top. It's 14-10. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Kamara going to try to bull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Addison. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here just past the 30.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
His throw left side is complete, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He connects with Palmer on that one. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Here comes a return from the 3. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Regular. What's up?
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Point it right. Good.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
2nd and 7.
Real. Good.
To throw is Mayfield. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Down the field, it's Evans. And he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
James McLaughlin making
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll put Addison in motion. Thrown left side, the catch is made. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. A handoff as they try to run it here. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll show him the sideline, out of bounds, getting back to the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Baker. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's a designed run. Fighting for the marker. He loses the football. The Bucs have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set. Kings. Cut.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set.
So we are through 3.
With the score 20-31.
Third and 5.
Pistol. Set.
Baker to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion.
Point it right.
Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Kamara. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He completes this one to Mallory. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll send a tight end in motion right. To the air on third down is McCarthy. 16-yard pickup on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. To the air once more is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll be third down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. In motion, it's Jefferson. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but it became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Here's first and 10. They'll run. It's Kamara. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And this one is blocked.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. He's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Don't go 18. Back to 60.
Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
18
Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.